Welcome to Trading Lounge and the European indices. We'll be looking at the DAX, the ASX and the UK market and maybe even France as well. Now, this particular count here for the DAX is quite straightforward in that we were looking for a move from 13,000 down to 12,000 in terms of an ABC correction. So the A wave here, the B wave in 3 waves, and the C wave coming down here in 5 waves. So we've got very clear 1 and 2 and 5 waves for the 3rd wave, the 4th wave, and we're coming down for the 5th wave here. It's a little bit rough in here, but we need to count 5 waves in here. So let's come up, let's go intraday and have a bit of a look at that here. So on the hourly chart here, I'll just go over this a little bit. I was basically looking at this as wave 1 here, wave 2 here, wave 3 here, wave 4 here, just to come up a tad higher, and then wave 5 moving down, let's just say close to the 12,000. It really just technically needs to make a low below the 12.1 area through here. But I want to talk about if I've made a mistake in here as well. So I just want to go into the tick chart here. And with the tick chart here, this particular move down from wave 4 here, coming down to wave 5 in 5 waves, I've got it as wave 1 and 2 and all the way down for the 3rd wave, an A wave here in 5 waves, so a B wave pulling back 50-60%, and then up here for wave C here. So wave C of 4 should pull back to the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree here, and then move down from here. What I wanted to say, if I've made an error in all of this, then if, for instance, the error could be that wave 5 could be in here because I've made a mistake in here. And this is a little bit complicated. It can be counted in different ways and so on. But because we've got 5 waves here, we should expect another 5 waves over here. So this is the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree here. So basically, if the market finds a tested support on 12,200, then you know that we're going to be going up from that point, okay? Now, in terms of, I have to draw over this side and give an example, but if the market moves up to 12,200 here and reacts and then moves up through to here, then that becomes the reference point here. So if the market in some way continues to move up after you've got the reference point, well then that's the long trade. Short trade would simply be on the first low below the level here, as such, looking for that. And if you're a little bit unsure about that, well then you can use, if the market moves up to here as expected, then the 12,172 as a retested resistance can also be the short trade to the downside, as such. So yeah, that's it. So the DAX is really quite simple, as such. Now, the other markets, if we look at the AEX, which is doing something completely different, it's actually been on the daily chart, it's been trending up here. Now, the wave structure seems pretty clear at the moment of this actually being an impulse wave over here. Now, obviously, if I counted it from this low here, then that would be an A wave and a B wave and a C wave up here as a corrective move, and it would come down to this wave 4. But I don't think that's the case, because when I counted down here, this was also corrective in here. So this was the low on the cash market as well. So I think we're okay with this as the A, the B, and the C. And I know that that can be counted differently as well, but in one way or another, we came back close to our 38.2% retracement level. So we're really sort of looking at this being a bullish market. Now, obviously, the levels here are really important, because the 5.3 is the top of group 1. If that becomes a tested support, then we go along from there. And once again, too, just trading above it is not good enough, so that would be our reference point here. So the same with this as well. If we've moved up to here And we've had one move back, and this little move back we'll check out in a moment, but it looks corrective where it can just move up from here, but it may be part of a larger little correction here and then move up. But still, we would want that first high above the level there before going long. So that would be the catalyst there. So I think we've talked about this before, but I've done a little bit of work into this here, so we can just go into the hourly, then a tick chart here. So I was sort of looking at like this here at the moment in terms of calling in this the low here, even though that this is a low on this market, but still it just fits that we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 into this one, and then 4 and then 5. A bit of a rough sort of diamond area here, but what I have changed here since last time, I've looked on the tick chart and I'm calling this wave 1 here and wave 2 here, then this wave 1 and 2 here, then 3 and 4 and 5 for the third, fourth, coming back to the fourth wave 1 lesser degree, and then to the fifth wave here because we've got 5 waves in here. So the 50-60% retracement level is down here, so it is possible for this to, in one way or another, work itself back down into this sort of area here. But I'm not too worried, and I don't think we should sort of worry about this market just yet, because we just need to gather evidence and be in the right place at the right time. So, like I said, if this market moves straight up here, right, and got support here, well, then we'd go long. Otherwise, I mean, this is from this low here, for instance, to here, this is the 50-60% retracement level. So we're going to find support here anyway, okay? So, but I just want to see how we go past that. And this move down through here is actually corrective. It's not in 5 waves. So, yeah, we'll just see. I just need to see a little bit more. We'll either pick it up from down here, or we'll pick it up from this point here. But on the tick chart here, this is what I've looked at so far here. So I was looking at this as 1 and 2 and the 3 and 4 and 5 for wave 1 here. Sit here. Oops. Yeah, that's right. I've just got wave 2 in the wrong place here, wave 2 here. And then 5 waves here for wave 1 and 3 and 5 here. So I think that I'm on the right track with that slight adjustment here. This over here, on the cash market, that's the high here. So I'm taking that there and I'm taking that down as wave A, then an A and a B wave and a C wave here for wave B, then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then down for 5 here. So I don't know if this is going to give me another leg down here into 5 waves. I don't know that, but if this moves back up 50 or 60% here, I mean, this move up here can be corrective as well, an A and a B and a C here, but and could fail getting to this level here, the 38.2% retracement level. So it can move to here and then fail from that point. It can also move up into the 61.8% mark up here and then fail from here as well. I don't know. There's too many options at this stage. We know that the DAX needs to make one more low here, so I think that we'll just wait for that. And I mean, France is interesting as well because France has really never really got back on track here. I mean, it continues to make new lows here, so it's got this sort of larger bearish pattern that that doesn't seem complete yet either. I won't go into it, but it's kind of interesting. I mean, it's in the same vein as the DAX in a sense, but the AEX is certainly sort of pushing up from that, but this is not following. The other important market is the UK market, so the FTSE here. Now, what I can see on the cash market, it's a little bit tricky because in this one here, on the cash market, we can count that as 3 waves up here, but on this one, it's really clear that it's 5 waves up here, which makes it a little bit, makes it an impulse wave and threw a bit of a spanner in the works. But this also, this is even messier here, but on the cash market, it appears we have wave 1, or in fact, wave 1's actually into this little area here, and I should just put that in there actually, just move that in there. I'll just leave that there. Wave 2, and then all the way down for wave 3 and 4 and 5. So we've actually got 5 waves in this little area here. So at this stage, it could be more bearish. I just don't know which way it's going to unfold at this stage. I'm keeping an eye on Barclays and also the Deutsche Bank as well with these, but they still haven't given me any idea as well. But in one way or another, we either move up from here or we move up in a corrective move back up to the 50-60%, and then we move down. But we will move off that little low here, and we need to be looking in this little space here to start with. We could also look at the wave 4. No, we can't, because there's 5 waves here. So yeah, still don't really have a trade here. I mean, I mentioned that if we get a retest of the 7-4 here, so the retest is through here, so you should have been short here, but you shouldn't have held this over the weekend anyway, so you'll be back to break even at this point. But yeah, nice little trade in there if you're quick enough. Now we just have to wait again as well. I don't know if this is an A wave and a B wave and a C wave to here, and we're moving up, or we're in a bear market, because all of this is not clear here as well. I mean, I can count this as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here, and then the A wave, the B wave and the C wave here. It has pulled down past the 61.8%, so that's a bit of a negative as well for this here. So 61.8% is here, so it breached it here and also breached it here. Not that it's a big deal either, but it's just something, isn't it? So yeah, nothing really to be said about this market at this stage. So I just think focus on the DAX is something that's tradable, and we can look at that moving down a little bit lower. I think it's also important just to touch on the S&P 500 as well as such, because with the S&P 500 here, this is just the hourly chart here. We've got 2 scenarios through here. Is that one of them is that, if I can just move that out of the way, one of them is this here, where we've been looking for a large top, and I was expecting it to move to 2,500, but it fell out of bed very sharply here. But it has given us our little 5 waves up here. So we could be in a bearish mode from here. So we will be looking to short under the 2465 area here. We can also get closer to that. You'll have to watch the video on that. The other count for this is that in one way or another, this is wave 4 here, and we still have wave 5 to move up here. So it's going to take another session to sort out this here, but it will have an impact once this top is in play here, either at 2.5 here or in at this space here. It's going to move back to 2,300 here. That's the 38.2% retracement level. So it's going to be quite a journey south here, and how that impacts on the European markets is yet to see. We will have to look at the DAX at the 12.1 and the 12,000 to see if that gets supported and starts to show an impulse wave to the upside as well. We're also keeping an eye on Alphabet, Google, and also Amazon as well, but you can watch the US video for that. But this is quite a critical point here for this market. Okay, cheers.